Hey guys, welcome back. So today I will be organizing my stamps. I don't own a lot of stamps, but they're piling up, so it's time for me to get them organized and out of the way. I was going to order the pockets through Amazon to store my stamps in, but I came upon a video from the Gentleman Crafter UK here on YouTube, and I will link him down below so you guys can check him out. So he made his own stamp storage pockets using laminating sheets, and I thought that was a really creative way on how to do these, and also cheaper too. I think you will save money by creating your own pockets using laminating sheets, and also you can custom make them to size. So if you have like different size stamps, you can you know, make them whatever size you need. So that's a that is really good. So I will show you how I make mine, but I said you guys have to check them out. I bought this pack of 200 laminating sheets, and this pack was only $24 through Amazon, so you do get a lot. So you will save some money, like I said, if you make your own pockets. And like I said, you do get 200. Okay, so this is what we will be making. I have already made a tab along with my label, and this is the pocket right here. The pocket measures 5 3/8 by 8 inches long, so it's a really good size. I don't want them too short on my container. And then the tab is a little bigger. This one is 5 3/8 by 8.5. Let's get started. You will need a laminator. You will need those laminating sheets. Like I said, I will link them down below. And also a label maker. I have the P-Touch Embellish by Brother, and I've had this in my stash for quite some time. I did have to go buy the tape. I only had the ribbon because it does print on ribbon, and so I went to Joann's and picked this up. They had them on sale for around $9, so it was a good deal. So you will also need some 12 by 12 pattern cardstock and some 12 by 12 solid color cardstock, but you can use whatever you want. You can just use the solid color, or you can just use the pattern paper. I will be using both. So I will put these away. I just have them ready. I did cut the top off just to have it ready. Let me put these aside. Okay. And also you will need your trimmer and a scoreboard. Okay. So we will leave the labels to the very end when we're ready to add to our tabs. Okay, so let's get started. I already pre-cut some of these laminating sheets. Okay, so let me get a couple sheets and show you what I did. Okay, so we're gonna grab our laminating sheet and we're going to score at 5 3/8 by 8. Okay, so let me do this. It's 5 3/8. 5 3/8. Okay, now I'm going to cut. Okay, this is my first one. And now let me score my other one at 5 3/8. Now we're going to cut. Okay, put that to the side. Are going to score at 8. Okay, here's our 8. And do the other one. Probably want to do this ahead of time. So now we have our pockets at 5 3/8 by 8. Let me put this away and show you the next step. Okay, so now that they're cut, you will see that both sides are shiny, they're glossy. Okay, so what you want to do is flip them. So we're going to take these apart. On the inside, they're matte. So, okay, so they're matte right here. So what you want to do is turn them around and put both glossy sides together. Okay, so now you will have the matte side on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to do that with this as well. Let me find the opening here. Okay, so again, you got the matte side inside and you want to flip them around. And this I'm just going to tear because that's where the edge of the laminating sheet was. Okay, so now they're flipped. Okay, so now what we're going to do is grab another sheet, another laminating sheet, okay, and we're going to place them inside. So we're going to open our sheet. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is preheat my laminating machine. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'm going to set it at 5, okay? Okay, so now we're going to place them in our sheet right here. And you want to make sure you give them space in between both of your pouches, on the sides, on the top. Okay, so once you have them placed, you close your pouch. Okay, let me see if you can see how I give them some space, top, bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to take my laminating pocket right here and place my sheet inside your laminating pouch. I think that's what you call it. Okay, and I'm going to put in through my laminator. Okay, and let it go and it will do the work. And then we're going to need our trimmer again. Okay, so I took this out of the laminating machine. So here's our pockets. As you can't see them really good because they're clear, but let me cut them. Hopefully you guys. I am going to cut in the middle where in between the two pockets. So I'm going to cut a little bit from the sides and from the bottom. I will leave the top how it is, so don't do anything until you have trimmed the sides and the bottom. Okay, so you trim it as much as you want, just don't go over your pocket because then it will open, so you don't want to do that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, that's how much space I give it. I'm going to cut a little more from, I think this side is okay, but I can do a little bit. Now that I trimmed my edges, the sides and the bottom, I'm pretty happy with the little excess that it has given to my pocket. So I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to cut the top, and on the top you do want to go over your pocket, so because that's this is where you're going to put in your stamp. Okay, so I am going to go over the pocket right here. Okay, not too much, and this will give you your opening. So here's our pouch. See? How neat is that? This is super neat. I really like this. So thanks so much to that gentleman from the UK, and I'm pretty sure other people have done this, but it's new to me and I am so excited about this. So now let's laminate the tabs, and I pull one of these sheets out and let me do a solid color as well. Okay. Put these away. And again, we are going to cut these a little longer, but they're going to be the same width. They're going to be 5 3/8, and long is going to be 8 1/2. Okay, I just want them a little taller than my pocket, you see. So when they're together, this is going to be sticking out. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Oh, first we're going to score it, you guys. Sorry. So let's score at let me find the right edge here. Okay, so we're going to do 5 3/8. Okay. Let's do this one while we're at it. 5 3/8. Okay, so now let's cut. Just leave that on there. Okay, put this away. This way. Okay, and now we're going to score at 8. You do both together, but I like to do one at a time. And we're going to score by 8 1/2. I said, I'm sorry. So at 8 1/2. I am so sorry about my tutorials. I am not the greatest at doing this, but I really hope you understood. If not, I will link that gentleman's video down below so you guys can check him out. Like I said, he deserves all the credit for this. Okay, so here we are. 5 3/8 by 8 1/2, and this is for our tabs. Okay, so now I'm going to get a laminating pocket, and we're going to laminate these. And I already have my mink settings at 5, so it's all ready to go. Sorry, I'm off frame there. And give it some space too. You don't want to put them too close. Okay, just like the pouches, your pockets. Okay, you gotta give it that space. On the edge over here is fine. That way you don't have to trim it, and all you have to do is trim this side and the bottom, and you will be all set to go. Okay, so this is done, and I'm going to turn off my mink. Okay, so here's our tabs. Look how pretty it looks, you guys. So pretty. So then we're going to trim this down. Okay, I'm going to trim this down right in the middle. Okay, and that's, I don't want to go over like I said because I don't want this to open. And then this side is fine. And then I'm going to do the bottom. Just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to do our, no, we're going to leave the top by itself. So I like how it looks. We're going to leave it like that. Let me do my other one. This one has a little bit more, so I will cut a little bit more of the edges. Okay. Just a little bit more on that side. I didn't cut anything. Okay, there we go. And there's our other tab right here. Okay, so now let's do a label for our tabs. And I'm going to print one that says vintage. No, travel. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a travel one. Okay, so here's our garden and florals. We already did that one. We're going to do our label and we're going to type in travel. And I'm going to go to frame, and it showed up the last frame that I had, and it's the roses. And I really like that one, so I'm going to leave it alone and press OK. And I'm going to go to preview, and I really like how that looks, so I'm going to press print, one copy. Okay, and there's our label right there. Just cut. And I think I'm going to cut a little bit more on the sides. Make it a little even. Okay. And I'm going to travel on this one. So now I'll take the adhesive off the back. Here's our tabs, and I will be making more pockets. So this is where I will be storing my stamps. It's going to be the front for my storage, for my stamp storage. And I'll have a solid color in between, and then another pattern paper tab there. So that's it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. I will link the gentleman's YouTube video down below so you guys can check him out. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.